All right, welcome everybody to the semi-finals of the ATP Finals. I'm not sure what to expect today. I think we all think we know who's going to win, but let's see, because yeah, maybe we get a surprise at the end of the year. Maybe we get a shock, or maybe we get a synchronized match. It's kind of a win-win, I guess. But we've got De Minaur taking on Sinner. De Minaur's never beaten Sinner. 12-0 for Sinner. 2 sets out of those 12 matches. De Minaur has won two sets out of those 12. De Minaur has won 2 sets out of those 12 matches, but never won a match. So let's see if De Minaur can make the opportunity count, because he scraped in very not lucky, but he was very fortunate because other players didn't do what they had to do, and he got to be in the semis. First Australian in like forever to be in the semis. And then we've got FAA versus Alcaraz. That's coming on like 6 hours. And then tomorrow we're at the final, and then it's over. Season's done. Now, before we get started, we've had Trace working with us all week. Make sure this is your time to go claim your daily collectible. If you haven't signed up yet, click the link, sign up. It's free. And you could still go in the draw. Even if you haven't been here and you're hearing about this for the first time, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? You can still claim prizes for today and tomorrow and still get into the sweepstake draw to win something. So you might not have been here all week, and you might not have taken advantage of the of claiming every day. But if you've been claiming, if you claim today and tomorrow, you still could win something. Even if just today, I mean, you don't have to claim tomorrow. All right. So once you get your email and you set it all up, which should be take about 2 seconds, you click enter tournament. All good. It goes into the tournament list, and then you just got to pick who you're rooting for. Alcaraz for me, and De Minaur. Obviously. Doesn't matter if you get them right or wrong. It's not a prediction. It's just who you're going for. And there you go. Now, if you've been doing it every day, 7 days, you get into the sweepstake entry for an ATP Finals cap. There's 10 available, so 10 people are going to win that. Like I said, if you do it only for 1 day, you're going to get a chance to win Taylor Fritz's headband. If you go in it for 2 days, you could win a signed tennis match ball. 5 available, so there's 5. I don't know what player, who it is, but 5 signed match balls. That's only if you're doing it today, tomorrow. So get on now, because if you don't do it today, then you only do it tomorrow. You'll only be in the draw for the Taylor Fritz headband. So if you want to have more chances, and then tomorrow, if you've been doing it all week, tomorrow is the Alex De Minaur racket. But I'll remind you tomorrow. Also, the collectibles, if you haven't been checking up with that, are the court posters. So they've got using court stats and data that have been turned into posters. We did this last year. If you remember last year for the ATP Finals, we worked with these guys and collaborated. But yeah, there are the tournament posters. They're looking crazy. I'm loving it. They look great. They look awesome. So yeah, jump on. Thanks to Trace for sponsoring the streams this week. All right. They're just doing their warm-up. By the way, chat, it's so warm in here. It's so humid. My aircon doesn't work, and the humidity in Melbourne is off the charts, and I am in a sauna. We need to figure that out. I need to punch a hole through a wall so I get some air in here. Whew. But let's see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too straightforward. I mean, yeah, okay, it's probably not going to be 3 sets, but as long as it's not like 1-1 over an hour, competitive would make it interesting. Because then the next match starts in like 6 hours. So, I mean, at least, give us something to, hopefully give us something to watch for an hour and a half, give us something. All right. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? What is going on? No, I live in a prison. We don't have windows here. It's an insane asylum. Padded walls. What's going on? No bakery visits, please. It's midnight. There's no bakery open at midnight. You can't go to the bakery at midnight. It's not a thing. What time is the next match? Next match is in 6 hours. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This schedule is terrible. For people at home, it's terrible. Terrible schedule for people watching on TV. It's a terrible schedule. I don't know if Swiatek's playing today as well. We're not going to watch it because I can't get access to it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can. We'll see what she does. I mean, it's got a pretty easy. Poland have a pretty good chance of winning, and they should win. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. They're just showing the intros for the players, and then they'll both come out on court. She's playing today, is she? Okay. Past midnight for me? Cool. Midnight, you can't go to the bakery, you can't go Six Love. Oh, you're talking about that bakery, are you? I thought you were talking about actual food. De Minaur walking out first. What's the most surprising thing that's happened this year on tour for you? Not much. We talked about this at length yesterday. I don't want to bring, I don't want to start the stream off by being like, oh, this is predictable year and blah, 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 blah. But not much has been surprising. I mean, the slams have gone to the players we expected. The 1000s, for the most part, have gone to the players we predicted. Maybe there was a surprise here or there, but not really. This tournament so far, yeah, we've had good matches outside of the big two, but other than that, it's been pretty straightforward. I mean, yeah, ATP in 2025 has been... February was the craziest month when Sinner got banned and then everybody kind of didn't know how to win. That was crazy. And then Indian Wells Miami was interesting. Probably Menchik winning Miami was probably... Because he's a young player who's, on the rise and beating Djokovic in the final, denying Djokovic of 100 titles. I mean, that was huge. So probably Miami, Menchik in Miami. That was probably the best... Probably the biggest surprise. But in a good way, a pleasant surprise. Because it was like a young guy who's, we expect to do, big things, winning a big trophy. I think that was great. Yeah. Everyone's saying Shanghai, Shanghai, Shanghai. Okay. I'm saying Miami, so we can disagree. Menchik a warrior, yeah. I hope Menchik stays healthy next year. Draper Indian Wells, yeah, I don't think Draper Indian Wells was a super surprise, because we all expected Draper to go on and win something eventually. So same with Ruud in Miami. I don't think that was a big shock. Madrid. But yeah, Grand Slams have been very predictable. This tournament so far has been pretty, besides Fritz pushing Alcaraz, but we expect Fritz to do well against Alcaraz. We've seen it before, Other than that, this tournament's been very straightforward. So hopefully next year we have some more surprises. And we've had upsets this year, obviously. There's Sinner and Alcaraz haven't won everything. But I'd rather see an upset between a guy in the top 10 and Alcaraz and Sinner rather than Norrie or, someone outside the top 30. I don't want to see... upsets are fine, but I don't want to see, Goffin beating Alcaraz because that's not going to do anything for the tour. Because Goffin's 35. He's probably not going to win a slam. I'd rather someone like a Menchik or a Draper or, maybe someone like a, like a Musetti, causing an upset or De Minaur, right? I think that has more, does that make sense? I feel like that means, that's a little bit more, feast winning or so. Yeah, that's more, it's an upset, but it's also this might be the start of something different. Whereas Goffin beating Alcaraz, Norrie beating Alcaraz, are those guys going to come back and, they're going to get back into the top 10? Are they going to, be the next finalist of a slam? Maybe, but unlikely. I'd rather see, Feast or Menchik or, someone outside the top 10, or even a Shelton beating one of these, Alcaraz or Sinner at a Grand Slam would be a huge, be an upset, but it would be a huge, shift from two guys dominating to maybe some other players getting a chance. So hopefully that will happen next year. Hopefully next year, 2026, the rest of the tour will lift. And we don't get we get a little bit more interest and variety in the tour. And I've said this a million times. It's great having Sinkeraz as many times as we have, but not having Sinkeraz for a while will heighten the match when they play next time. If we get them playing every week, then we're just going to be expecting it. It's going to be a little, it's not going to be as, it's not going to be as interesting. If we get it, if we don't get it for 6 months, the next Sinkeraz match would be crazy. Anticipation would be off the charts. I mean, remember when they didn't play between Beijing and Rome, right? We didn't have a Sinkeraz match for over 6 months. And that Rome and then French Open, the rematch, those two matches were crazy. Those matches were crazy. And then Wimbledon was good, and then Cincinnati, and then US Open, and then Six King Slam, and then it kind of just has become oh, here's another one. And here we go again, right? We need to have a break from it. So then the next time they do play, it's it's something to get excited for instead of something to expect, right? Should be like Swiatek, Sabalenka. Well, yeah, Swiatek, Sabalenka are not always in the finals, and when they haven't played a final for ages. But yeah, it's kind of like that. All right, here we go. Can De Minaur make this interesting? That is all I ask. He doesn't have to win, but if he could push Sinner and make Sinner work for this win and make him work to get to the final, that would be amazing. Put up a good fight. And he'll put up a fight. It's just whether or not his game will work against Sinner. By the way, chat, we're almost at 200 likes. Don't forget to like the video as well if you haven't already. The ball, the like button turns into a tennis ball, apparently. It's been happening, which is great. I think that's a great initiative. Looks sick. So go check it out if you haven't already. And if it doesn't, then you might be on your TV, and I don't think it works on TV. All right. Who do you think will win the next 4 slams? I don't know. No idea. No idea. All right. Let's see if De Minaur can start off strong with the serve. Score prediction? I don't know. You tell me. FAA have any chance to beat Alcaraz later? I think FAA's got a better chance to beat Alcaraz than De Minaur has to beat Sinner, but I think they both have a slim chance. I don't think either are going to... I mean, FAA could win a set, but he has to serve amazing. But I think I'm like a lot of people in the chat where we're just kind of like, okay, let's see what happens, and then we'll watch the Sinkeraz match tomorrow. I think we're just counting down to that inevitable match. But hopefully today is competitive, if not an upset, which I doubt it, but hopefully it's competitive. Sinner won the toss, elected to receive. That just shows how scared he is of De Minaur's serve. He makes him serve first. Hopefully De Minaur can take some power from Shelton. And he was serving a few aces in the Fritz match, to be fair. All right, chat. I've got Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the next match. Sinner in this one. All right. De Minaur to serve. As the return goes in the net from Sinner, and it's 15-love. Good start. 15-love. As Demon serves a fault. Second serve. As the backhand return goes the backhand to Demon. Forehand from Sinner. Into the forehand of Demon. A Sinner forehand. In the forehand of De Minaur. And De Minaur hits it out. 15-all. As Demon serves again. Fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand to Sinner. Forehand from Demon. Goes long and it's 15-30. De Minaur serves again. As a return. Goes in the forehand of De Minaur. Forehand from Sinner. Okay, in the forehand of De Minaur. Sinner forehand again. The forehand of Demon. Demon in the net. 15-40. Break points for Sinner to start the match. All right, Katie Boulder in the house, by the way. All right, 15-40. Serving the forehand of Sinner. Return to the forehand of Demon. Demon hits a winner down the line. 30-40. By the way, chat, this isn't a prediction. This is just who you want to see in the final. Who do you want to see in the final? It doesn't have to be right or wrong. There's no wrong answers. But who do you want to see in the final? Do you want to see Sinner Alcaraz? Do you want to see Sinner FAA? Maybe De Minaur in the final. Who do you want to see in the final? What is the final that you want to see to end the year? Is it a 4-4 rally? De Minaur comes in with a volley. Sinner with a pass. Goes long, and it's deuce. You want to see Alcaraz De Minaur? You want to see Sinner FAA? FAA versus Sinner? Okay. Sincaraz final. Sincaraz. Alcaraz De Minaur. Sincaraz. FAA and whoever. FAA Demon? Okay. That'd be insane if that was a final. Alcaraz versus Demon. Sincaraz. De Minaur FAA. De Minaur Alcaraz. De Minaur FAA or De Minaur Alcaraz. Okay. Alcaraz Sinner. FAA Sinner. Okay. As that goes out by Sinner, advantage Demon. All right. I'm surprised. I thought everyone would have said Sincaraz, but it seems like it's pretty split. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As that goes into the net by Demon, deuce. Tired of Sincaraz. All right, deuce. Sinner and Joker would have been epic. Yeah. All right, serve out wide, an ace by Demon. Advantage De Minaur. We need a break from Sincaraz. Yeah. I agree. What's a let? It's when it hits the top of the net and goes over the net on a serve and goes in. That is a let. When the ball hits the top of the net and goes in on a serve. As the backhand return goes back into Demon, Sinner with a backhand into the backhand of De Minaur. And De Minaur hits it long and we get back to deuce. Like you said, Cam, they can't play every single week. We need a break for the anticipation of Sinner and Alcaraz matches. Yeah. Actually, let me have a look. So, what about Federer and Nadal matches? Because those matches were probably, and I know Djokovic fans are going to get angry at me, and I'm just relax. I think Sinkeraz is probably the Fadal of this generation, right? I know Djokovic Nadal was always good as well. But I think Federer and Nadal matches were the most anticipated matches when they both were playing, right? Just like Sinner and Alcaraz is like the match, right? Was there a time where they played too much? As with a backhand from Sinner on the stretch, volley from Demon, also winner. All right, one love Demon. So 2006, they played in Dubai, they played in Monte Carlo, Rome, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the ATP Finals. So they played 6 times in that season. In 2007, they played Monte Carlo. So they didn't play for the first 5 months of the year, or the first 4 months of the year in 2007. So there was a bit of a break there. They played in Monte Carlo final, Hamburg final, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and then the ATP Finals again. 2008, they only played 4 times. Monte Carlo, Hamburg, Roland Garros, Wimbledon. 2009, they played twice. Australian Open final, Madrid final. 2010, they played twice. 2011, they played 4 times. 2012, twice. They only played once in 2014. They didn't play in 2016. And then 2019, they played 3 times, 4 times in 2017. So 2006 was when they played the most. 2006, 2007 was when we got the most Fadal matches. That's when the majority of them happened, right? Between Dubai Final 2006 and ATP Finals 2007, they played how many times? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times in 2 years, right? Which is once every other month, right? And that's because they didn't play in the start of the year. They didn't meet. They played in Dubai, but after they didn't play Indian Wells, they didn't play Miami, they didn't play in Australia in those 2 years. So there was at least the start of each season we didn't get a Fadal match in those 2 years. As Sinner goes the backhand of De Minaur, backhand out from Sinner to the slicer Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand cross court. Sinner gets it. De Minaur slice. Sinner comes to the net with the backhand down the line. De Minaur with a passing shot lob. Sinner gets it back. And then De Minaur backhand winner. Great rally by both. But De Minaur too good, left 15. And they played in every single clay court final they could play because obviously Nadal was making every final at that point and so was Federer. And the clay, on the clay every time. And they made the Wimbledon final a couple of times. They didn't play in the US ever. They didn't play in the Australian Open before 2009. But they did play in the ATP Finals both those years, which is interesting. All right, love 15. How many times have Sinner and Alcaraz played this year? So they played 15 times, and this year they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be the 6th time plus the exhibition 7. That goes the net by Sinner, love 30. So if they do play in the final, it'd be a 7th time this year. Last year they only played 3 times. 2023 they played 3 times. 2022 they played 3 times, and then 21 they played once. So it's not as many times as Fadal. Oh, sorry, it is as many times as Fadal. And then 2006, 2007, and then 2008, 2007, Djokovic came along and was like, enough of this Federer and Nadal. As Sinner hits a wide love 40. And then Djokovic started to disrupt. So maybe next year is the 2007 where the Djokovic comes out of nowhere. Not Djokovic, but a Djokovic type. Decides to stop the Sinkeraz rivalry because it's, again, a little bit too much. All right, love 40, by the way. De Minaur with break points. Remember, Sinner hasn't been broken all week. He's held serve 30 times out of 30. He hasn't been broken all week. Zverev couldn't break him. Felix couldn't break him. Shelton couldn't break him. Sinner serves the 4 to Demon. Demon in the net, 15-40. De Minaur trying to break him. You can't count exos, surely. We're not counting exhibitions for head-to-head. We're talking about how many times they've met. And the exhibition counts as a meeting because they played. So we're counting that as a time they played each other. Yeah, 100%. We're not counting it towards head-to-head. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how many times they played each other. And they played at the Six King Slam. It happened. We watched it. 15-40. Still, is Sinner okay? No, he's like super tired, man. Super tired. He's, 100% injured. He's definitely, nervous. What else? What other things happen? Anyways, return goes in the back of the Sinner. De Minaur forehand. Into the net. Love 30-40. What else happens, chat? What is it? Injured, tired, sick. He's definitely sick. Definitely got the flu. Food poisoning, I'm pretty sure. What else? Yeah, nervous. Definitely nervous. Scared. Intimidated. Blisters. Off-court drama. What else? Crowd against him. Ace down the tee. Didn't work. He's down from love 40. Gets the deuce. What else can go wrong? All right, deuce. Sinner from love 40. De Minaur never stood a chance. Oh yeah, he's old. He's too old. That's why, he's old. He's old. Yeah, he's definitely old. It's old age. Advantage Sinner, good serve. Yeah. All right, 5 minutes in, by the way, of this service game alone. Advantage Sinner. Yeah, cramping. All of those things. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Backhand return from Demon to the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur forehand. Again to the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand down the line to the forehand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Demon. Demon hits it out. It's 1-1. So Sinner has held serve 31 out of 31 times this week. Also, by the way, I'll give you some stats because I know you love stats. Sinner is trying to make his third consecutive ATP Finals, which would put him as the youngest player to make 3 consecutive ATP Finals since Leighton Hewitt when he was 23 years old back in the day. Like I said, he's held serve 30 times or 31 times and is trying to become the first player since Djokovic in 2018 to win the title without dropping a set. So that's interesting. Or make the final without dropping a set. Oh, no, sorry. Win the title without dropping serve. Him and Djokovic were the only ones if he can do it. 15 love. By the way, players that have made 3 consecutive ATP Finals in the Open era. Novak, Roger, Boris Becker, Ivan Lendl, McEnroe, and Nastase. So that's some pretty big company. By the way, chat, did you know that De Minaur has more hardcourt wins than anybody else on tour? More hardcourt wins this year than anybody else, including Alcaraz and Sinner. De Minaur hits it long, 15-0. 43 hardcourt wins this year for Demon, 41 for FAA, 37 for Carlos, and then 37 for Jannik, but Sinner didn't play, right? So yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's a crazy stat that De Minaur's got the most hardcourt wins of the year. Second is Felix, which I didn't expect either. Very interesting. Now 15-0. Demon serves an ace, 30-15. I'll tell you, Demon has been serving more aces this week, it feels like, especially the last 2 matches. Feels like he's been serving a lot more aces. Why didn't Sinner play? He was busy. All right, 30-15. As with a 400 from Demon in the net, 30-all. 30-all. Alcaraz skipped hardcourt events. Don't get defensive. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you stats. It's not a competition. Just giving you a stat, all right? Just relax. It's not that deep. Demon to win a 40-30. Well, Alcaraz didn't play enough. He took a time off. I'm not attacking Alcaraz. It's not a bad thing. Just relax. It's okay. Give De Minaur some credit. He's a better hardcourt player than Carlos, right? Well, Carlos can't win everything. De Minaur's better. All right. 40-30. 40-30. As the backhand return goes in the 400 Demon. Demon in the net. We get the deuce. By the way, longest winning streaks on indoor hard courts. Jannik Sinner is currently on a 29-match win streak. If he wins tonight, he overtakes Federer as the 5th longest win streak on indoor hard courts in the Open era. McEnroe has 47. Crazy. Djokovic 35. Federer 33. Lendl 32. And then Sinner, if he wins tonight, will be on 30. So 5th longest indoor hard court streak in the Open era. Indoor streak, because remember there used to be carpet as well. Sinner's not even close because indoor clay and indoor carpet. Lendl, 66 matches back in the 80s in a row on indoor courts. Not just hard courts, remember, because back in the day they used to have carpet. So Lendl, 66. McEnroe, 53. Djokovic, 38. So Sinner's still got a ways to go to do that. But we don't have many indoor... I mean, we only got indoor tennis sort of like February and then end of year, right? 66 is crazy. But that's because like at the end of the year, they used to like go in the carpet. They used to play carpet matches, like indoor carpet matches for like heaps of times, right? For like there was no Asian swing. So the Asian swing, get rid of that and put in like a whole another month of European hardcore indoor carpet. That's what the tour used to look like, right? All right, Demon holds. 3-2-1. Lendl got 66 indoor matches in a row. Crazy. So yeah. Also a little bit of history for Demon. He becomes he is the second player along with Felix to win 40 matches on hard courts this year. They're the only two guys. Last year it was Sinner won 53 hard court matches. Zverev won 40. Alcaraz has never won 40 or more hardcourt matches in a season yet. So that's interesting. Not yet. But he's still got time. And Australians in the Nito Finals, ATP Finals, Semifinals over the history. Newcomb, 73-74, made the semifinals. Leighton made the semifinals 3 times, winning twice. And losing once in 2004. So 2001, 2002, 2004. And then now Demon. So Demon, in Australian history, he's the 3rd Australian to make the semis of the ATP Finals, which is pretty damn impressive. And the first player since Leighton to win a match here, since 2004 when he made the final Leighton and lost to Fed. All right. Here we go. 2-1. So there is your history. All right. Why did carpet court get phased out? It was just dangerous. It was deemed too dangerous to play on. Is one of the reasons. So yeah, but there's a whole video that Colt Tennis did a video about carpet courts and the whole history of carpet courts. So go check it out. 15 love. As we just serve from Sinner. Into the backhand of Demon. Good return to the backhand of Sinner. Demon will slice. Into the forehand to Sinner. De Minaur forehand again to the forehand to Sinner off the tape. De Minaur forehand, and he's coming to the net with a drop volley from Demon. Backing it past Sinner, and De Minaur hits it wide. On the volley again. I love the Demon's being aggressive, though. That's good to see. He's running to the net when he can. 30 love. I wonder if the roof gets closed. Does that count as indoor? I don't think so. I don't think playing on an indoor, like in a rain-affected indoor match, I don't think that counts because it's probably too hard to remember. To be honest, it's probably too hard to kind of do. You know, like too hard for the tournaments to go. Well, this person played indoors this day, but then outdoors this day. It's just like Australian Open, for example. If you play any match at the Australian Open, it's called an outdoor hardcore match. I don't think they have the data to pick and choose, you know. They should, but they don't. Because that does matter. 40 love. All right, 40 love. As the return goes in the slice of Sinner, backhand from De Minaur. Into the backhand of Sinner, as De Minaur backhand again. To the backhand of Sinner, as De Minaur backhand again. Down the line of the forehand of Sinner, the forehand of Demon. Sinner backhand. Into the net, 40-15. 40-15. All right, 40-15. Serving to the backhand of Demon. Return goes forward to Sinner. Sinner puts it away. 2-0. 2-all. One a.m. vibes, laying in bed, watching Cam describes the points. That's sounds great. What are you doing in bed at 1 a.m. on a Saturday night? The hell? No parties? All right. 2-0. Is it a fault to consider? By the way, Chad, I don't know if you've noticed, but the hat appeared. This does look like Sam. So there we go. By the way, Chad, I found this as well. I forgot that we had merch. We want a Tennis Talk hat. Check out the merch store. But yeah, the Santa hat fits perfect. 15 love. $15 love. As Demon serves again. And the return goes out by Sinner. 30 love. 30 love. Demon serves again. But it's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Sinner. 40 love. $40 love. As we get a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of the Sinner. De Minaur forehand. Into the forehand of Sinner. As De Minaur again to the forehand of Sinner. To the forehand of Demon. As Sinner backhand. As De Minaur runs around, hits a forehand down the line, but it's wide. 40-15. Yeah, the Christmas tree, these aren't like, it's not sitting on this. It's just like, these are just the presents that I put under the tree. 40-15. De Minaur serves. A fault, second serve. Serve in the back of the Sinner. Forehand from Demon. Into the back of the Sinner. De Minaur forehand again to the back of the Sinner. Sinner goes wide and it's 3-2. Demon holds. De Minaur holds. All right. De Minaur keeps staying in front. He's doing all right so far. He was up love 40 on one of the serves as well, so that's also interesting. By the way, Chad, let me have a look at what Billie Jean King Cup's going on at the moment. What teams are involved? You know what, Chad? And I know everybody, like even Zverev said this. He's going to play Davis Cup, but he doesn't like the format. And Zverev said very interesting yesterday after his loss. He said that it was probably the worst match he's played all year, and he was very upset with himself. But he also said that he doesn't like the Davis Cup, but he's playing because his teammates wanted him to. But he called it an exhibition that they call the Davis Cup, and that's such an interesting concept, or interesting way of putting it, because it kind of does have that feel now. It is kind of an exhibition. It does have an exhibition kind of vibe, but they call it Davis Cup, and I thought that is interesting. That is interesting. The way that he phrased it. And I kind of understand that. I feel like the Davis Cup and the Billie Jean King Cup, they need to get together and figure it out, because it deserves better than what it's getting right now. Like the fact that the qualifiers for the playoffs for next year are happening now when nobody gives a shit is not good. Like that shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. They need to have chat. We need to take a page out of the football book and do international weeks. That's what tennis needs. Where you go and you play for your country. We have a week off. You play Davis Cup. You play Billie Jean King Cup, and it's an international week. Davis Cup do it a little bit. We have time where there's like a week off and there's only Davis Cup that week. We need to do that, because that would then give it full attention, but also it would feel, players won't be like, well, I just played the ATP Finals, I'm too tired. Musetti wouldn't just ditch, right? He would play. It wouldn't be like, oh, well, I played last week, so I don't play. If you make it like an international week, I feel like it would give it more, because that's what it is, right? I mean, playing for your country is like football when you're playing for your team every week, and then you go play for Portugal if you're Ronaldo, right? Or you go play for Argentina for a week. That's what we need to have. If we want to make these Billie Jean King Cup and Davis Cup, if we want to make them important and mean something, we need the players to be available, but we also need them to get to give them space to be able to take center stage and be not be hidden under the ATP Finals and be overshadowed. All right, 30-15, because it is a shame, that there's teams playing right now and nobody cares. All right, 30-15. As that goes out by Demon, it's 40-15. So I'm just having a look here. So it looks like Australia, Brazil, winner will go through, loser will not. I think they'll qualify. Poland are 3-0. And they're playing tomorrow. Sinner holds 3-0. So Poland versus Romania tomorrow. We might watch that. I don't know. It depends on if I can watch it. By the way, Czechia have so many crazy players. Nozgov is playing, but they're a stacked team. Australia play Brazil tomorrow. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. All right, slice from Demon for 3-0. There's a backhand now to the backhand of Demon. Backhand from Sinner. Into the backhand of Demon. Sinner with a forehand to the forehand of Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner. There's Demon forehand to the backhand of Sinner. To the backhand of Demon. Again to the backhand of Sinner. Demon or backhand again. Sinner down the line in the net. 15-love. Sinner's making a few errors in this one. Davis Cup gets a week to itself. No other ATP tournaments next week. Yeah. That's like one time. Yeah. 15-love. I do miss the days when they used to have like the final weekend of the season was Davis Cup, where it was like 2 teams, best of 5, final. I do miss that. This whole knockout. You got to play 3 matches next week, 3 ties next week. I don't like that. I like the slow build up of Davis Cup coming to like two nations, 1 at home, 1 away, on a clay court, a hard court, whatever it is. And it's like the finale of the year. And I would love that if they did that with the Billie Jean King Cup at the same time. Could you imagine if Australia was in the final and they hosted both events, or USA, or if you've got Billie Jean King Cup somewhere and then you've got ATP, the Davis Cup somewhere else? It'd be, I don't know, it'd just be awesome, I think. 15:30, Sinner's getting serious. All right. Lovely shot from Sinner. Old format was epic, yeah. Yeah, this Davis Cup Finals business doesn't work. Forehand now goes the backhand of Sinner. Backhand now from Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner as Demon or forehand. Into the forehand of Sinner. Again, the forehand of Demon. Sinner forehand down the line as Demon backhand cross court. Sinner's got it with the backhand. Demon are in trouble. He goes down the line. Sinner's got a forehand cross court. Demon are doing a lot of running. As Sinner goes down the line. Demon or backhand on the stretch. Sinner backhand down the line. Demon or with a forehand lob. Sinner with a smash. Oh, missed it completely. Yuck. 30-all. Horrible smash from Sinner. Great defense, Demon. I think the big thing with Davis Cup too is that I don't feel like the last 5 times they've played, it feels like an achievement. Davis Cup felt like a big deal back, 5, 6, 7 years ago. But like the last few years, maybe it's been a big deal for Italy, but it doesn't really feel the same as like when somebody said when Great Britain beat Belgium, right? That was huge. Or when Serbia won. Or when Federer won with, when they won. Or even when Spain were winning back in the 2000s. And they were kind of the dominant team. Like it felt like it meant something. Whereas, I don't know, the last couple of years hasn't felt like Davis Cup has been that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe it does, but then maybe it does to the Italians. Maybe it does matter. But I don't know. I feel like when there was just 2 teams in the final, that was it. And it was over 3 days. That felt like it was a really tough tournament to win. Really earn it, play it and earn it. There's a forehand rally. Breakpoint Sinner and he hits it in the net on the forehand and it's deuce. Wish Brazil was in the Davis Cup. They will be. They will be eventually. All right. We get to deuce. Is Sinner sick today? Yeah, sick. Intimidated. Food poisoning. Pretty sure he's got blisters. The crowd are obviously against him. It's just, horrible. Like Sinner, poor Sinner. He's just so much is going wrong for him. Everything. everything is terrible. He's old, old age, All right, deuce. As the return goes into the backhand of Demon, backhand for Sinner. Into the Demon backhand. Sinner with a forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it. Sinner backhand goes again. The backhand of De Minaur. Sinner backhand again. De Minaur gets it back into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur forehand to the backhand of Sinner. And Sinner goes down the line with a backhand winner. Beautiful shot. Demon slipped. Was never going to get it. All right, advantage Sinner to get the break. Despite him dealing with every single thing you could think of under the sun. He's got so much against him right now, Jannik Sinner, that is crazy. That I can't believe. I'm surprised that he was even able to hit a ball. All right. By the way, I'm just kidding. He's fine. Advantage Sinner. Serving to the forehand of Sinner. Return in the net. Nice work, Demon. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As the return goes out. And it's advantage De Minaur. Advantage Demon. First serve is a fault, second serve. Serve to the backhand of Sinner. Backhand from Demon down the line to the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand into the backhand of Sinner. Again, the backhand of De Minaur. Sinner forehand. Into the backhand of De Minaur on the stretch. Sinner comes in with a volley. Too good. And it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. De Minaur serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the front of De Minaur, front of Sinner to the backhand of Demon. Sinner backhand. Into the net, advantage Demon. Advantage De Minaur. And then an ace out wide. All right, Demon holds on. Stays in front, 4-3. All right. How we doing, chap? Competitive start by De Minaur. He's been serving great. Already hit 3 aces as well. That's crazy. Awesome from Demon. This is good play by Demon. Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome. Imagine Demon defeats Sinner. That would be insane. What a great victory that would be. Would love that. All right. Impressed by De Minaur's serve? Yeah. But look, all of this means nothing unless he wins a set. Because it's very nice to get, to get close, but in order to, to make it count, he's got to win. Win the set and make it count. Why do you always predict the favorite in your videos? Because they usually win? Like, because they win. So I picked the winner. I mean, it's kind of simple, right? Yeah. This year, I got to be honest, this year for ATP, at least for like all of the Alcaraz and Sinner matches, it's been very easy to do predictions because they're just the same. Like, you're just like, yeah, they're going to win. Like, it's very, like, it's only when they play each other that you're like, oh, well, maybe this is a 50-50. But up until that, you're just like, yeah, well, everyone they play, they beat. So it's pretty easy. Overly predictable. Yeah, it's just predictable. You know? Whereas I think the ones that I've got wrong this week, I can't remember. Did I say Fritz over Demon? I think I said Shelton over FAA, maybe? Maybe? I can't remember. But those were genuinely 50-50, right? Sinner comes in, puts away the smash, 30-all. But yeah, it's just that if I do a preview for Sinner at Alcaraz, I'm not going to pick against them unless they play each other. I said Zverev was going to beat Felix. I'm pretty sure as well. I know, you can go watch the videos. They're on the stream. They're on the channel, I should say. All right, 30 love. To default, second serve. Second serve. The return goes to Fauna Sinner. Fauna from Demon. Goes in the net. 40 love. All right, 40 love. As the return goes in, but Sinner puts it away. And it's 4-all. 4-all. All right, back to Demon. He's been doing all right for now, but we know Sinner's going to ramp it up. We expect Sinner to be better in this game. Serving to the backhand of Sinner. Fauna from De Minaur. Into the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand. To the Fauna Sinner. Sinner overhits it though. 15 love. 15 love. By the way, the CEO of tennis is in the house. CEO of the ATP tennis, I should say. The president. He's not the CEO, he's the president. President of tennis. Of ATP tennis. Demon on 30 love. All right, 30 love as we to serve again. No, definitely not the inventor of tennis. 30 love. Sinner hits it out in the return. 40 love. Great serving again, Demon. 40 love. By the way, chat room is at 300 likes. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. It tells YouTube that you actually want me to do this. As that backhand goes wide by Demon, 40-15. $40-15. $40-15. As the return goes in the back end of Demon. Back end of Sinner. Into the back end of Demon. Demon net 40-30. $40-30. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. As Sinner goes to forehand to De Minaur. De Minaur hits it out. Deuce. Demon serves a let. And then he says a fault. I'm going to lose it. As the return goes to forehand to Demon. Sinner forehand. Into the forehand to Demon. Down the line to the back end of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. Advantage Demon. Advantage Demon. Advantage De Minaur. To take the lead. Serve in the forehand to Sinner. Return. Goes in the forehand to De Minaur. Backhand to Sinner. To the backhand of Demon. Sinner with the forehand again. The backhand of Demon. But Demon hits it long. Back to Deuce. God, this game is getting out of hand. Deuce. So default second serve. Seven to the forehand to Sinner. De Minaur forehand to the forehand to Sinner. De Minaur backhand on the stretch. Sinner in control. Backhand to backhand. Slice from Demon. Goes to the forehand to Sinner. Into the backhand of Demon. Sinner backhand. Again to the backhand slice of De Minaur. Sinner with a forehand. Cross court. De Minaur's got it. Into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur just defending. As Sinner forehand again. De Minaur's there with another slice. As Sinner backhand. To the backhand of Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand. Down the line goes wide. I don't mind that though because he was going for it. He had a little chance to get back in the rally and go for a winner and he did. And even though it was an error, at least De Minaur was playing positive. He literally had that. That was his only chance in the rally. Hits that in. It's a genius move. Advantage Sinner, but he was up 40-love and that just hurts. Copium. Alright, I'm not going to make fun of you. You probably had a bad day. Advantage Sinner. I hope your day gets better. Good luck. Serve. In the back of the Sinner. Forehand from Demon. That's a great shot. De Minaur hits a winner. Back to Deuce. Oh, and Sinner getting a little frustrated. Sinner's angry. He went to swat that ball into the crowd. That was an angry move by Sinner. Sinner's pissed. Hopefully De Minaur saw that. All right, Demon serves. Out wide, a great serve. Advantage De Minaur. De Minaur's just like, he's just struggling out there to hang in. All right, advantage Demon. Advantage De Minaur to stay in front. There's a bit of fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand down the line. Sinner gets with a forehand. De Minaur backhand goes cross-court into the backhand of Sinner, to the backhand of Demon. Sinner backhand again. To the forehand of Demon. Sinner backhand down the line. De Minaur gets with a forehand cross-court. Sinner gets it with a forehand of his own. De Minaur cross-court again. Sinner now in trouble. Hits it to the forehand of Demon. And Sinner now with the backhand again. The forehand of Demon. Sinner, forehand goes down the line. De Minaur's there with a slice. Into the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand again. Sinner gets it with the backhand down the line. De Minaur with a slice on the stretch. Goes in. Sinner backhand goes wide. De Minaur hangs on. Woo! Chad, if he had lost that game, I would have lost my mind. All right, 5-4. Demon stays in front. I don't mind if he gets broken. As long as he doesn't go up 40-love and get broken. That would hurt. If he's like, 15-40 or, 30-all and then gets broken, whatever. I don't mind. It's the 40-love to get broken that's the painful one. That's unacceptable. That sucks. But he didn't. He won the game. And he stays in front, and Sinner's going to serve to stay in the set now. Okay. Let's see if Sinner can keep this set alive. Yeah, courageous from Demon. Yeah, put himself in that situation, but he hung on. And yeah, Sinner looking a little frustrated, which we never see. Never see Sinner up angry. Just not going the way that Sinner wants. I'm with you. That happened to Swiatek at Wimbledon. 40-love to get broken. Yeah, that's the most painful shit. I can accept a break of serve at 30-all, but not from 40-love up. All right. Here we go. Back to Sinner. Sinner was down love 40 in one of his service games in this set. Came back to win it. Let's see if he can hold level again. Demon just talking to the umpire. All right, Sinner serving to stay in the set. Serving the forehand of De Minaur, forehand for Sinner. Into the slice of De Minaur is Sinner backhand. Into the slice of Demon. Drop shot. All right, Sinner with the backhand comes to the net. De Minaur with a pass. It's a winner! No! Yes, maybe. Was that in? What a shot! That was a latent shot. What a backhand! De Minaur, by the way, is using the slice a lot. And it's kind of working. He's mixing it up against Sinner. What a backhand. Whew. All right, love 15. That was Leighton Hewitt. I remember Leighton hitting that backhand against Andy Roddick in the third set of the Australian Open semi-finals 05. He hit that backhand, and then he made the final. All right, serve into the forehand of Demon. Demon in the net. 15-all. 15-all. Serve again. He's an ace. 30-15. Sinner serves again. Into the forehand of Demon. Return goes back into Sinner. Demon or slice. Into the forehand of Sinner. To the forehand of Demon or Sinner. Forehand again to the forehand of Demon. Demon overhits it. He went for it. 40-15. 40-15. 40-15. Sinner with a good serve out wide. And it's 5-all. 5-5. Back to Demon. 5-5. As the return goes to forehand of Demon, he comes to the net and Sinner hits a backhand passing shot long. All right, Sinner missed. He should have made that, Sinner. That was a makeable shot for him. 15 love. As we get a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand to De Minaur. Oh, but De Minaur hits wide. Just. $15. 15-all. As Demon with a great serve. 30-15. Is it wishful thinking to finish the year off at 275k? No. That's optimistic. We can get there. We only need 850 new subscribers. Come on, chat. Come on. 850 subscribers in 2 days. Come on. We can get that. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like tennis, you're in the right place. If you don't like tennis, we'll make you like tennis, but only if you want to. 30-15. 2026 will be the biggest year yet. You want to be on the channel for next year. Next year, big things are going to be happening. 2026 is going to be huge. 30-all. Our best year yet. And hopefully, some good tennis. So make sure you subscribe now so you don't forget, because you might go do your Christmas and then be like, oh, what was that guy who was yelling and screaming at me in November at the ATP Finals? Can't remember his name. So, subscribe now, and then you won't have to worry about missing out on what's coming up next year. All right, 30-all. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Yes, I bit my lip. All right, 4-1 from Demon. That's a great shot. Sinner with a pass. Demon can't get it, though. Oh, great pass. Great pass. 30-40. Oh, he had a good approach, Demon. But he couldn't volley because the backhand was too good. Hey, Domini, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. The pass was too good. The approach was good. The pass was better. All right. Breakpoint Sinner, 30-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving to the back end of Sinner, return. Into the forehand of De Minaur, forehand from Sinner. Into the forehand of De Minaur, Sinner, forehand. Again to the forehand of Demon. Sinner. Again to the forehand of De Minaur. Sinner with a slice in the net. De Minaur to deuce. Love that for Demon. Not taking it easy. All right, deuce. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of De Minaur. Forehand from Sinner. Oh, it goes in and De Minaur goes wide. I think Demon thought that ball was going wide. I think everybody thought it was. Even Sinner looked like he thought he missed it wide. But hit the line. And then De Minaur down the line goes wide. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. Demon serves. An ace. All right. Deuce. Serve bot. Back to deuce. Serve out wide the forehand. Sinner. Return goes back into Demon. Sinner forehand is a winner. It was just too safe by Demon. Hey, what's going on? Sean, how you doing? All right, advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. 1 hour played, by the way. Very competitive. Serve out wide the backhand of Sinner. Return goes to forehand of De Minaur. Sinner backhand. Again, the forehand of Demon. Sinner. Forehand down the line. De Minaur gets it with the backhand. Sinner backhand down the line. That's going to be too good. There it is. Sinner too good. He gets the break, finally. And he's going to serve at the set. It hasn't been easy, though, for Sinner. It has not been easy. Okay. Sinner serving for the set. All right. You guys never understand that Sinner can't lose? I don't think anyone in the chat thought that Sinner was going to lose. I think a lot of us are just happy that De Minaur has been competitive. At least that's what I'm happy with. I'm happy it hasn't been like, it could have been over by now. Thank God it's not over yet. Or at least the match is still going. This chat always wants Sinner to lose matches. Because we want something new. We don't want the same players winning the same matches all the time. We're a tennis community. We're not a Sinner fan club. We're not an Alcaraz fan club. Some of us like those players, but we're not. We like all different players. We want to see something different. Some of us don't care. Some of us want the same players. All right, 6-5. He serves an ace out wide. We're not anti-Sinner. We're pro-tennis. All right? Don't take us so personal. Sinner serves again. Funny how that guy didn't say anything until Sinner went ahead. Yeah, true. Yeah. All right, 30 love. Sinner too strong. All right, 30 love. Sinner hasn't lost serve, by the way, for the entire tournament. He's unbreakable. Literally unbreakable. This week as he hits another great serve. 40 love. 40 love. Sinner to take the first set. Sinner serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Backhand of Sinner. The backhand of De Minaur. Sinner backhand down the line. De Minaur forehand on the stretch. Goes down the line. The backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand inside out. Great shot. Sinner gets it with a forehand, but it goes wide. 40-15. New faces will be great, Cam. Give other chance to win. Yeah. It's not even about others winning. It's about... It's good to see Sinner and Alcaraz have to earn it. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's great to see, De Minaur pushing Sinner so it doesn't, he just doesn't cruise. Like, it's good. It's good to see the, players making Sinner and Alcaraz earn their titles, right? Instead of them just playing each other and then, whoever wins, wins. It's nice to see. It was nice to see Fritz pushing Alcaraz the other day, right? 40-15. Serve out wide the forehand of Demon. Demon hits it out. The return. First set in the bag. Sinner. 7-5. 7-5. Absolutely. I want to see them earn it. I hope both these matches are close. Props to Fritz for getting close to Alcaraz. Yeah. And that was the closest first set that Sinner's had since FAA this week. FAA pushed him to 7-5 as well. But the second set was 6-1. All right. Or the second set was one-sided. 16 winners, 11 errors from Sinner. 13 winners, 16 errors from Demon. But De Minaur's serve, up until that 5-all game, he was doing well to hold. He was serving real well. Really hanging on. 72% of first serve points won. Not as many first serves in, but De Minaur was trying to hit bigger first serves. That's why. He missed a few first serves because he was going for it, but Sinner's serve ridiculous. Borderline perfect. But yeah. By the way, Felix versus Alcaraz are coming up in about 4.5 hours. So that is later. And then tomorrow, the final is on between the match. So all the matches we've been watching this week, the times, the final's pretty much smack bang in the middle of. It's not a night session, but it's not a midday session. It's like a mid-afternoon. So the final is on in the middle of the times that we've been. It would have been nice if it was just a night session like they've been doing. Why don't they just do it again? Because ticket sales. Does FAA stand a chance? I think he stands a better chance than Demon does against Sinner. But I've been pleasantly surprised that De Minaur pushed Sinner to 7-5 in an hour and 10 minutes. I mean, that's been awesome. Let's hope De Minaur can get off to a good start here and just keep it, keep things interesting. Again, make Sinner earn it. I don't care if he wins in straights. As long as it's like 7-5, 6-4. I mean, that's way better than I expected. All right. As De Minaur serves a let. As we have another let from Demon. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. Forehand from Demon. Into the backhand of Sinner. As De Minaur backhand. Again to the backhand of Sinner with a slice. De Minaur forehand. Into the corner. Sinner gets it back with a passing shot winner. God, Demon thought he hit a good enough shot. It was good, but Sinner had the better pass. I disagree. I don't think FA will win 5 games in a set. No, I'm talking about this match. It's been nice that this match has been close. All right. Love 15. Is it a fault second serve? Serve into the back in the center. Return the forehand of De Minaur. The De Minaur hits it long. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Serving the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur forehand cross court to the slice of Sinner. Down the line to the backhand slice of Demon. Good drop shot, but Sinner gets with the backhand. De Minaur with a lob. Goes out. Love 40. Love 40. 2K watching and only 80 likes. What the hell? Chad, if you haven't liked the video, do you hate me? Don't answer that. Please like the video. It does stuff, apparently. Also, it does actually turn into a tennis ball. Again, it sounds like a joke, but it's real. All right, love 40. As a backhand rally. Sinner goes into the back of the Demon. Again, the back of the Sinner. Into the forehand of De Minaur. Sinner with the forehand. Again to the forehand of Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner. As De Minaur forehand again. To the forehand of Sinner. As De Minaur backhand. The back of the Sinner. Sinner in the net, 15-40. We can get to 500 likes by the end of this set, I'm sure. We're almost there. I'm addicted to this channel now. Hey. Not sorry. I'm not sorry. We're happy to have you. Welcome. But can you be addicted to hanging out with a good group of people? I don't think so. Backhand down the line's a winner from Sinner. All right. Sinner's taken over. 1-love in the second. I saw the ball. Yeah. It's kind of cool that YouTube did that. It's a cool effect, I know, right? How do they know this is a tennis channel besides the name being Tennis Talk? Must have given it away. It feels like Sinner's about to run away with this. Yeah. I'm not mad, though. I was more upset if it had been like 6-2, 6-2 and boring. The first set at least gave us something to talk about. I don't care if this set goes 1 or 2. It's okay, whatever. De Minaur can take some positives out of that first set and look back on this match and go, okay, well, I did do like this, the changing up with the slice. That was a cool tactic. You know, the serving of Demon was in the first set was very solid. You know, he did have that chance at love 40. You know, figure out how to try and win that game, because if he had won that game, he might have won the set. But Demon hit the tape and gets a little bit lucky. Love 15. Hey, thank you, Linear, for the 10 gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 10 gifted. All right, Sinner just couldn't handle the ball hitting the tape, and it just deviated a tiny bit. Love 15. Serving to the forehand of De Minaur. Sinner forehand to the back end of Demon. Into the back end of Sinner. De Minaur forehand. Into the forehand of Sinner. Again, the forehand of Demon. Down the line, the back end of Sinner. De Minaur backhand again. Goes in the net this time. 15-0. $15-all. $15-all. As Sinner serves an ace. 30-15. $30-15. Sinner's level is better than Alcaraz's level at the moment. I don't think the surface is particularly relevant now. For me, Sinner's level is above Alcaraz's good rivalry. I'll be honest, though. I think there's something that we don't talk about because we maybe just don't think about it. There is definitely a mental edge for Alcaraz. It doesn't matter who's playing better. Like, Alcaraz has a mental advantage. Sinner, going into the match, if he plays Alcaraz tomorrow, it will be, he will be a lot more worried than usual, even if he's playing better. Alcaraz has the mental edge. All right. Sinner holds to love. But also you got to remember as well that Sinner hasn't been pushed really. This first set here, he was pushed a little bit, but he really hasn't had a tough competitive match. And then he goes and plays Alcaraz, which is like the hardest match, right? Whereas Alcaraz is coming off, playing Fritz in a tough match. He's got Felix today, which could be a tough match. But I agree, Sinner's looked better than Alcaraz this week. But if they play, Sinner's going to have to... I don't think Sinner's played better than the guys he's played. He served amazing, but he hasn't played Alcaraz yet. And he hasn't been pushed yet, Sinner, so we haven't had to really see him fight, whereas we have seen Alcaraz fight. Home turf too? I don't know if home turf matters that much. Maybe it will. I don't think Alcaraz is going to be affected by the crowd. I don't think he's going to be mad. Alcaraz does need to win first, but we'll see. Serve goes in the backhand of Sinner. Forehand from De Minaur. Into the forehand of Sinner. As De Minaur forehand down the line. Sinner backhand. To the backhand of Demon. Into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur forehand to the backhand of Sinner. Demon slices it back. Sinner with a drop shot in the net. 15-all. 15-all. By the way, chat, if you haven't checked out yet or claimed your collectible for the day, make sure you sign up for a chance to win prizes. Just put your email in. It's free. All you got to do is pick who you're going for today, and you could go in with a chance to win prizes such as player gear, signed match tennis balls by the players, signed Sinner shirt is one of the prizes if you've been doing it all week. So make sure you sign up if you haven't already. As they're falling out of the backhand of Sinner. Sinner lob goes long though, 30-15. So shout out to Trace, who have been sponsoring the channel this week and helping us out. By the way, chat, you can do this next year. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep going on with it next year. So if you don't win anything this year or this week, you could win something in the future. They've been doing it since Canada. These prizes. So definitely something you should keep an eye on over the whole year as De Minaur serves an ace 40-15. I know I will be. And I hope somebody in this community can win something. It'd be such a great way to end the year if somebody here wins a prize. It'd be awesome. 40-15. As De Minaur hits a great serve, but then Sinner hits a return winner. It's 40-30. Alcaraz fans are starting to think of lame excuses. Who are thinking that? I don't see that. You're seeing things. First serve is a fault, second serve. Sinner return to the backhand of Demon. Sinner backhand down the line, too good. De Minaur gets there, but Sinner's in the net with an easy volley winner. And it's deuce. All right, we get to deuce. get to deuce. As De Minaur comes in net with a volley, but the pass is too good. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. To break in the second, to get the double break in the second. As Demon serves. Into the back of Sinner. De Minaur forehand. To the back of the Sinner. To the back of the De Minaur. Sinner with a forehand. Into the forehand of Demon. Sinner forehand again. The forehand of De Minaur. Sinner with a forehand again. De Minaur gets it, but hits in the net. There it is. 3-love. 3-love Sinner. In the second. Excuse is one of the most overused, misused words in tennis. Yeah. It's such a defensive, word, isn't it? Like if somebody goes, hey, Cam, why is this happening? And I say, well, this is happening because this is happening. And then it's like, what's an excuse? Relax. Why don't you give Sinner credit? Why don't you give my player credit? Okay. But you're right. It's probably one of that. I'd say excuses and overrated are the two, or overhyped. Those words are the most annoying words. Because that is just like a response to somebody who just doesn't want to have a discussion. All right. 3-love Sinner. All right. It's mostly haters that say that to justify. Yeah. All right. How long do we have to wait for a new Australian champion? We had Barty 3 years ago. 3-love. Sinner with a double break in the second. But again, like I said, I'm not too mad. I'm happy that De Minaur put up a good fight in that first set and made Sinner earn that first set. It could have been... this match could have been real ugly. I think a lot of us were probably expecting it to be pretty ugly, but at least Demon was able to take some positives out of that first set. And now Sinner's just on a roll. He's won what? 6 games in a row? This is just momentum. 15-love. As the return goes into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur forehand into the backhand of Sinner. To the backhand slice of De Minaur. Sinner with the forehand to the forehand of De Minaur on the stretch. Sinner forehand down the line winner. 30-love. $30-love. $30-love. As the return goes back into Sinner, back in from De Minaur to the slice of Sinner. As De Minaur slice again into the forehand of Sinner to the back end of De Minaur. Sinner forehand again into the forehand of De Minaur. Sinner goes down the line. De Minaur backhand cross court. Sinner gets on the stretch. De Minaur comes in with a volley, but it's in the net. Just a step too slow to get to the net, Demon. 40-love. 40 love. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who's the guy with the hair? Must be famous. Everyone was cheering. Who is that guy? Is he like some Italian star? Or a singer? Or come on, somebody help us out. Who's the guy? Football coach or something? He's a singer? What's his name? 40 love? Italian singer-songwriter. Okay. Who? What's his name? So we get a backhand from De Minaur into the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur again to the backhand of Sinner. Down the line from Sinner's a winner. 4 love. 4 love. Luciano. Is that his name? That was him. He's a huge Italian singer, megastar singer, right? Cool. All right, back to Demon 4 love. For love. Sinner in the second. As Demon serves. A fault. Second serve. As we get a backhand slice from De Minaur goes wide. And it's 15. I love 15. Love 15. As Demon serves a fault, second serve. As De Minaur could serve, 15-0. A bit of fault from Demon. Second serve. Serve in the back and Sinner. Forehand from Demon. Into the slice of Sinner. As De Minaur forehand. Again to the back and Sinner. Who hits a winner down the line. God, Sinner's hitting so clean now. 15-30. That was a clean backhand winner. 15-30. As the return goes in the net by Sinner, 30-0. Another in the back of the match. Voldemort versus Sabalenka. You mean Kyrgios Sabalenka? Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest. I don't really have an opinion on it. As the return goes in the forehand of Demon, forehand from Sinner. Into the back end of De Minaur. Sinner forehand to the forehand of Demon on the stretch. As Sinner forehand again, the forehand of Demon. To the back end of Sinner. De Minaur backhand. Again to the back end of Sinner, to the forehand of Demon. Sinner backhand again. Into the forehand of Demon, who goes cross court. Sinner gets it with the forehand cross court as well. Demon on slice in the net. Sinner too strong. 30-40. Maybe get an opinion. Are you okay? Did you have a bad day? I'm sorry you had a bad day, like you had a fight with your wife or something, but that's not my fault. We come here to forget problems, but, you know, take your problems back outside. All right. As Demon serves an ace. Deuce. Your dog's snoring getting louder. Take it to the vet. We're in that part of the stream where everyone gets bored. And everybody starts to talk rubbish. Okay. If you're bored, leave. Don't pick fights. As with a 4-4 rally. Sinner backhand. Into the backhand of Demon. Down the line in the net. And it's advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. To get the 5-love lead. And serve to get to the final. Advantage Sinner. As the return goes the backhand slice of Demon or forehand for Sinner. To the backhand of Demon. Down the line to the forehand of Sinner as Demon or forehand. Again to the forehand of Sinner. As Demon or forehand goes down the line. Sinner's there with the backhand on the stretch. Demon or backhand down the line again. Sinner's got it. As Demon or backhand again to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it wide and it's deuce. Alright, we get to deuce. FA would be better than Demon. Well, FA is playing Alcaraz next. So we're going to watch him next. All right, back to deuce. There's been a fault. Second serve. Seven to the forehand to Sinner. Return the forehand to Demon. Off the tape goes in by Demon. We'll take it. Advantage De Minaur. Advantage De Minaur. Advantage Demon to take the his first game and of the second. And then an ace from Demon. Let's go. All right. No bagels today. The crowd go wild. All right. All right. 4-1. Don't you sleep? It's 2 a.m. No. Why would I sleep? All that for a drop of blood. Yep, we'll take it. And comeback starts now. That'd be wild. All right. Cam go to bed after this match? No, he can't. By the way, I think they're playing the music from the guy that's in the stands. And he's waving to the crowd. I think they're playing... Is he like Italian Bon Jovi? Is that who this is? What? Give me an English equivalent. Who is this? Is this like... By the way, Alcaraz walking in with a beanie. Not to the stadium, just into the backstage area. Give me he's the Italian version of which artist in like an English artist? Somebody give me a comparison, just so I know how like big of a deal he is in Italy. All right, 4-1 Sinner. As with a servant again. Yes, similar to Bon Jovi, kind of a rock star. Okay. As with a fault second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand from Demon. Into the backhand of Sinner to the forehand of Demon. And De Minaur hits a winner. Sinner slipped down. Love 15. Rock, but not heavy rock. Okay, not too... Okay. Love 15. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Demon. Forehand from Sinner. Goes long. Love 30. Love 30. Remember, Sinner hasn't been broken the entire match. The entire tournament. Love 30. And then he says an ace. So 15-30. $15.30. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back into Sinner. Forehand from De Minaur. Goes long. 30-all. 30-all. All right, as Sinner comes in there, up goes a lob. Bounce smash from Sinner. De Minaur gets there with a backhand lob again, but it goes out. 40-30. Sinner to go to 5-1. Oh, actually, I want to do a bit of experiment. So we talked earlier about how Sinner versus Alcaraz, if they both win today, will be the 7th meeting between the two this year, which is more than equal to Federer and Nadal in official matches, but more than Federer and Nadal in 2006. Was it a 4-4 rally and De Minaur hits it out? And it's... Oh, no, so Sinner hit it out. Deuce. But I want to see, because, again, it doesn't feel like there were too many matches before Sinner versus Alcaraz played each other. Like, the lead up to that match, it didn't feel like there was too many matches that were interesting. Yeah, there was, like, you know, a Fognini 5-setter, right? That was fun at Wimbledon, or maybe the Dimitrov 2-love lead. But I want to see if the Federer and Nadal, like pre-Federer matches in 2006, if they had to fight to get there, or if it was just like they cruised and played each other and then it was good, right? Because that's my only problem with the rivalry, is that it's just too easy. Like, they just don't have to. They don't have to work for it, right? They get to like this week. I mean, yeah, okay, Fritz had a good match. But it was Federer. Did Federer and Nadal have to fight to play each other, or did they just walk to the final? It looks like they walked to the final. Anyways, backhand rally. Demon hits at the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Demon. Again, the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits a wide deuce. So Dubai 2006. Federer and Nadal played in the final. Nadal won in 3, but they pretty much cruised to the final. The number 3 and 4 in the world at the time were Agassi and Davydenko, which is it's funny because Agassi is kind of what Djokovic is now. Back in 2006, like Agassi was the Djokovic of then. The way that like you had Federer and Nadal who were the young guys, like the Sinner Alcaraz, and then you had the guy who was like the previous generation, guy, right? So that's interesting how there's a comparison there. Anyway, Sinner with a volley. But he missed it wide. And it's advantage Demon. So Monte Carlo, Federer played Djokovic in the first round in 2006, lost the second set but won in 3, and then made the final pretty easily. And then Gaudio Nadal played a pretty close semi-final. But other than that, Rafa cruised. So that's interesting. Final was epic. Sinner with an ace back to deuce. '2006 Rome final. If you haven't watched that, go find it and watch it. It is a must-watch for it. If you're a tennis fan, Federer Nadal Rome 2006, go watch it. That match was crazy. Now, Bandy and Federer played in the semis, and it was a close match there. Nadal didn't lose a set until the final. Oh, no, he lost in the first round. He played Moya. Jesus. And then Federer had a couple of close sets, but it was... actually, Federer had to fight to get to that final, so that was a little different. 4-4 rally. As Sinner into the forehand of Demon. Demon hits a long, advantage Sinner. So it seems pretty similar. What about the Wimbledon final 2006? Did they have any troubles there? Because Federer really didn't lose sets at Wimbledon. Nah. Federer cruised. Nadal cruised as well. He didn't have a problem really either. All right, Sinner holds 5. Actually, no, sorry. The second round, Rafa had a 5-setter. All right. Sinner holds 5-1. Still yet to be broken. 5-1 in the second. And De Minaur serving to stay in the match. And he serves an ace, Demon. Well, 1 hour and 45 minutes. I am happy with that we got some tennis here. All right, 15 love. Serving the backhand of Sinner in that. 30 love. 30 love. $30 love. As the return goes the forehand of Demon. Demon hits it out. 30-15. $30-15. Love stats of diving into tennis history records. I love talking about tennis history. I love that shit. I love going back to like 2000, even like in the 90s when I didn't watch tennis. Like I love going back to like tournaments back in the day, talking about all that stuff. Double fault Demon 30-0. Second double fault of the match. Tennis TV need to compile all the breakpoints Sinner saved in this tournament. Nah, that's a boring video. Come on. It'd just be a bunch of big serves. 30-0. First serve's a fault from Demon. Second serve. There's a lot of big serves. Just serving aces. Serving to the back into Sinner. Back into Demon. Sinner with a volley. Demon a forehand pass. Too good. No, 40-30. Bit of a saber by Sinner. That was a very. It was a saber. I mean, he hit the backhand, came to the net. That was. I mean, it wasn't a good saber, but he went for the sneak attack. All right, Demon 40-30. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve and Sinner ran around, hit a forehand. By the way, Sinner, the last 2 points, he was just trying something new. He wasn't really going for those points. Sinner ran around that backhand way too early and just smacked it wide. Those last 2 points were experimental from Sinner. He's like, you know what? I haven't been broken. I'm not really worried about losing this match from this point, so I'm just going to go for some crazy shots. Was 2006 Rome 5 sets? Yeah, so back in... Let me give you a little bit of tennis history lesson. So I don't know when they started doing this, but back up until 2008, the Masters 1000s or the ATP 1000s used to be best of 5 sets final for all the 1000s and obviously the ATP Finals as well. Was a best of 5 sets. It wasn't forever. They brought it in at a certain time, maybe in 1990, and then in 2009 they abolished it because it was just a bit too much tennis for everybody. 2008. 2008 is when they ditched it. But up until 2007, they used to play best of 5 set finales in the 1000s and in the ATP Finals, which I think they should bring it back for this tournament. I think the final match of this tournament, the final match of the year, right, on the ATP should be best of 5 sets. If we're going to get one 5-setter outside of slams, it should be this. I think that would be... I mean, who doesn't want a Sinner versus Alcaraz final, 5-set finale? Like, what are they going to do? I know they got Davis Cup next week, but, like, come on. Come on. Finish the year off with an epic like that. So back in the 70s, 80s, on and off in the 80s, they played best of 5-set finals here. But I wonder if that was at all of them. Have a look. So yeah, Indian Wells back in the day. Let me check. All right, Sinner serve for the match. Okay, so yeah, so back in the mid to late 80s, they started bringing in 5-set finales. So 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, all the way up to 2006. It was best of 5-set finales in the 1000s. And then they got rid of it. I think they got rid of it because a lot of players were playing best of 5-set matches in the final one day, and then they had to go to the next tournament the next week. And it was just too much tennis in one go. Because Federer and Nadal were playing like 5-hour epics, and then they had to go play, the next tournament, right? So it was a little too much, and I get that. But I think of the final match of the year, they should do better. I mean, tomorrow should be a best of 5-set match, just to end the year. All right, 15-0. All right, 15-0. Sinner serves again. Into the backhand of De Minaur. Return the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand again. The backhand of Sinner. Into the forehand of Demon. And Sinner with the forehand again. The forehand of Demon. Oh, Demon went down the line, but he went wide. 30-15. $30-15. All right. Backhand rally. There's De Minaur slice. Into the forehand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand pass. Sinner with a volley down the line. Too good. Match point Sinner. To put himself in the final. And to wait, 4 hours till the next match to see who he's going to play. 1 week Masters, 5-set finals to end. I mean, that would be ideal. I would love that more than I love the 2 week Masters for sure. All right. But they'll never do that again. They'll never bring back 5-set finals. Match point, Sinner. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Serve into the backhand of De Minaur. Return goes to the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur slice. Into the backhand of Sinner. De Minaur backhand slice again. Sinner backhand again. The backhand of Demon. But Sinner hit it wide. All right. 40-30. 40-30. Match point number 2. Serving to the forehand of De Minaur. Return goes to the forehand of Sinner. And Sinner puts away the winner. Sinner into the final. His 3rd straight ATP Finals final. And he beats Demon for the 13th time in a row. But like I said, I was even happy that De Minaur just made the semis. Who would have thought? After the first 2 matches, I didn't think De Minaur had a chance in hell of even beating him. But he put up a fight in that first set. He didn't get destroyed in the second. So it was nice to see De Minaur didn't embarrass himself at all. Sinner just too good. Still hasn't been broken all week, Jannik Sinner. And of course, the winner of the next match will play Sinner in the final. Alcaraz, FAA, one of them will play Sinner. Will it be a rematch of the US Open final, or will it be a rematch of the group stage match we had a couple of days ago? All right. But good to see Demon, especially after that Musetti loss. He got, he got a win, and then he put up a fight against Sinner, at least for the first hour of the match, until Sinner got that momentum. There you go. 36 consecutive indoor victories for Sinner. Is it 36? I don't think it's 36, is it? I don't think it's 36. I think it's 30. I think it's only 30. Unless you're talking about, you're including 6 King Slam, aren't you? Yeah, it's only 30. You're including 6 King Slam. Yeah, 30 ATP matches plus the 6 from the 6 King Slam. Yeah, it's 30 ATP official matches. The exhibitions don't count towards that. But you are right, though. I mean, technically it is 36, but official matches, it's 30 in a row, which is still, I think, 5th all time, or 5th most in the Open era, 5th longest streak in the Open era for indoor hard courts. So it's still very impressive. The match is over. Yeah, and we're talking about it right now. All right. Cool. Great respect for Demon. Great professional and very nice person. Yeah. He put up a fight, and that's all we can ask for today. I don't think anybody expected De Minaur to win, but it was good that he didn't get blasted off the court. He fought. He put up a good fight, especially that first set. Served very well. Hey, thank you, Dutchy, for gifting a membership. Appreciate that. All right. So now we've got 4 hours to the next match. Four hours until we get the next match. Never expected him to make the semis. He surprised me. I mean, yeah, after that Musetti match, it felt like... I mean, it didn't feel like he was... I mean, he wasn't supposed to make the semis. But credit to Demon, he beat Fritz in straights, and that's what he needed to do. It was a great surprise. And now Demon can go on holiday because he's not playing Davis Cup because Australia's not in the Davis Cup next week. Who did better, Demon against Sinner or FAA? FAA got injured against Sinner, but I'm going to say Demon as a biased pick. I think Demon did better. Demon did better from start to finish. It was just in the middle of the match where Sinner went on a roll, but De Minaur throughout the entire match, because FA got injured, so it's not a fair comparison. Sinner just became the fourth player to play all 5 big finals in the same year. Wow, that's crazy. That's a good stat. Sinner versus De Minaur reminds me of Ferrer versus Federer. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. A little bit like that. If Alcaraz makes it to tomorrow, who you picking? I have no idea. I haven't decided yet. It depends how Alcaraz looks. I mean, if Alcaraz wins in similar fashion, then I don't know. I have to really think about it. Who's looking better at the moment? Alcaraz versus Sinner or Sinner? I mean, that's probably not the right question because it doesn't matter if Alcaraz is not looking as good as Sinner, which I'd say Sinner's probably looking better. But when they play, it doesn't seem to matter. Look at the French Open, right? Going to that final, Sinner was playing better. And Alcaraz had struggled. He lost sets, but he won the final anyway. You know, so, and same with the US Open was different, actually. US Open, Alcaraz was looking a lot better. But, yeah, I mean, the only reason Alcaraz hasn't looked as good is because he almost lost to Fritz. That's the only difference. Whereas Sinner hasn't been close to defeat. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the next one. I want FAA to beat Alcaraz. Okay. How many tournaments a Sinner was looking intractable just to be torpedoed by Carlos? I mean, yeah, besides Wimbledon, you know, I mean, Sinner looked good at times at the US Open, not as good as Alcaraz overall, but yeah, the French Open, Sinner had a much better... It seemed like Sinner was playing a lot better going to the final. Obviously, it was only this close, right? It was so close, but we'll just see how the next match goes, and then we'll have a discussion. All right. RG final, Carlos was a point away of losing though. Exactly. All right. By the way, don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you claim your collectible for the day. We're getting to the end of the tournament, which means that those sweepstake entries will start to close around this time tomorrow. Will be the final day, so we could be starting to get some winners. That'll be next week. Hopefully during Davis Cup. I have to talk to him, but But yeah, hopefully next week we can actually see what's up, and hopefully someone in the chat will win a prize, or multiple people in the chat will win a prize. That'd be awesome. But make sure you sign up. Free to sign up. And yeah. Cam clearly will pick Sinner in his prediction video for the final. Oh, you know me so well. Is FA still a bit injured? I don't think so. He's looked pretty good the last couple of days. I don't think Felix is injured. He was injured in the first match, but then since then he's looked pretty fresh. Or he's looked pretty solid. All right. How far does Sinner really need to go to get to number one during the spring, assuming he wins the AO? Yeah, probably has to win Miami, probably. By the time we get to Miami, he might be number one. When did you start collecting these tennis shirts on the wall? I think it was start of last year. I bought the Alcaraz US Open shirt. And then I bought, it was so hard to find a 2003 Wimbledon shirt. Shout out to Deb for helping with that one. Yeah, so probably the start of last year. I've been collecting Alcaraz stuff since 2022, I think. Start of 22, I was collecting cards and stuff. But the shirts I've been collecting since the start of last year. So French Open last year, I got that one. Wimbledon last year. French Open this year, US Open this year, and forever and ever and ever. As long as he keeps winning, I'll keep buying the thing. French Open shirt this year was impossible. They didn't send them to Australia. Australia didn't have them for whatever reason. Probably tariffs and shit, but yeah, they didn't send them to Australia. So I couldn't find them until, luckily, some of you found them out in the wild. No, I don't have any Sinner shirts. Sinner shirts are hard to find. Sinner stuff is not really a thing. Sinner doesn't really have any cards. He doesn't have any cards to buy, to collect. And then when I went to get the Australian Open shirt from last year when he won, I couldn't find it anywhere. No one, couldn't find it. So, yeah. So I'm just going to stick with the Alcaraz stuff. It's a little bit easier to collect. And if I collect every shirt from every person, it's just going to be a shit show. So I'm just going to stick with Alcaraz. Because Sinner stuff's not easy to find. Next match is in 4 hours. 4 whole hours. FA and Carlos match will be closer than this. I hope so. Be great if we got a 3-setter in that one. Are you pumped for Synchraz? Not yet. If it happens, I will. Watch a movie that has a sequel to cover 4 hours. Now I'm going to watch Alien Earth because I have to watch that. I haven't watched it. So I'm going to watch Alien Earth. I'm going to binge it for the next couple of hours. That is my plan. I made a decision because I don't really want to have subscriptions. I made a decision that for the next month I've paid for the streaming services that I want to watch stuff on, and then I've cancelled them. So then all I got to do is just watch everything in the off season, and then I will be fine. Disney Plus, there's only a couple of things I want to watch anyway. Alien Earth, and then Marvel Zombies. That's the only stuff I want to watch. And then once that's done, I don't need it anymore. And then Stranger Things on Netflix is the only thing I want to watch there. And then after that, I'm out. And then 2026, don't need it. No need for any streaming services for entertainment because I got a wall of movies. I got a wall of DVDs. All right. So I'm going to go scare the shit out of myself by watching Alien movies. That'll keep me awake. But jump over there, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back in a couple of hours, a few hours, 4 hours to watch Sinner versus, Auger-Aliassime versus Alcaraz, winner to play Sinner in the final tomorrow. But Sinner's in the final, and he gets the 13th win in a row against De Minaur. De Minaur put up a fight, though. It was a good effort from Demon, even just to make the semis. Who would have thought 4 days ago if he was even going to make the semis? But he didn't embarrass himself, and he didn't get obliterated by Sinner, which was could have happened. We've seen it happen before. So 7-5, 6-2. Sinner wins. He's in the final.